what is going down planet Earth on whatever sunny day that you are experiencing. As always, I am Rob.
D.
We've got another 30-minute quick hit body weight pro workout extravaganza we're going to hit up. So as always, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We're going to loop through 5 exercises 4 times, and there's going to be a partner-based finisher at the end. So no spoilers, but I kind of spoiled it.
A little bit.
But heads up. So
yes.
Have your water, have your towel, have your enthusiasm. Let's get into our warm-up. So let's just start with a little light jog and punching action. Remember, we're not going for broke here. Just easy peasy, nice and easy. Just warming up the muscles. We're already sweating profusely because of the unrelenting sun, which is absolutely delightful. We live in Canada, so we take this when we can get it. Because in a couple of months,
It's gonna be winter.
It's gonna be winter. All right, next up, you're gonna do 4 quick shuffles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow hip open. Slow hip open. Back to your 4 quick shuffles. And that slow, controlled hip open. A couple more seconds of this. We'll switch her up. All right. We're gonna do a deep squat with a rotation. I'm gonna turn to the right here. So squat, turn, back down, chest up, turn to the other side. So we're opening up the legs, open up the back. One more. All right, we're gonna get on the ground. We're gonna do 3 push-ups, 8 mountain climbers. You can do the push-ups from your toes or your knees. What's important, 6, 7, 8, is the depth of the push-up. So if you're not getting depth, go to your knees. It's not a big deal because you're actually gonna be working your muscles more from your knees. All right, let's just, what's the time here? All right, we're gonna roll onto our back. Shoulder stay on the ground, right leg over to the left side. Once your opposite shoulder starts coming off the ground, stop there. That's your range of motion. And don't just swing your leg. Nice slow stretch. All right. Just gonna roll on up. And let's just do some quick feet for the last 16 seconds. So quick feet. You can take it a little bit wider if you want, just to play with your stance, and then you bring it back in just to open up the joint a little bit more, your legs. All right, so make sure you got water, towel. We're gonna do 5 exercises, 4 laps, 45 seconds on, 15 off. What Dee's gonna start off doing is she's gonna do a combo. She's gonna do 1 squat. Are you doing the squat jump first?
Yeah.
1 squat jump, and then she's gonna do a sprawl. So squat jump, sprawl. Now she's gonna do 2 squat jumps and 2 sprawls. We're making this a pyramid, so you're always adding a rep of each. Now remember, chest up for the squat jump, sinking down nice and low. Your eye line should be forward. Otherwise, if you're looking at the ground, you're just bending at your waist and you're not getting the depth in your tush that you want. For the sprawls, you want your feet to land flat on the ground, not landing on your toes. If that is too difficult, you can step it forward and step it back. We'll demonstrate this from the other side, a side view for the next set, just so you get a 360. All right, 3 seconds to go.
Woo!
All right.
Wow. All right, so Rob's turn.
Yay.
We're gonna be doing blast off push-ups. So it's a combination of a child's pose with a forward push-up. Lots of great strength for your upper body, shoulder mobility, hip mobility. Full body functional. So starting the child's pose, pushing the bum into the heels and then shooting forward into a push-up. So you want to sit all the way back, fully extend the arms here, press through the toes, and then really shift that weight all the way forward for the push-ups. Now you can do push-ups on your toes, you can do them on your knees, and then come back up on your toes for the child's pose portion of this exercise. So notice how Rob's hands in the push-ups are just by lower rib cage approximately, not by the chest. They're a little bit lower. He's getting a little bit more into the shoulder here rather than just the chest.
And my lats.
And his lats. That's it. Nice deep breaths. 2, 1. Awesome. Done and done.
Oh, mother of pearl. All right, D is going to
Yes.
be doing a hamstring walk with a straight leg march at the end. What does that mean? You're about to find out. So, D's lying down, tiny little steps, elbows driving into the ground, shoulders into the ground. From here, nice controlled leg lift, nice controlled leg lift, tiny steps as she comes back, hips up. So really drive those elbows and shoulders in so you can keep those hips nice and high and squeeze your tush. You just want to be feeling this in the back of your leg. That's where your hamstrings are. So elbows, shoulders, heel, driving into the ground. It's like an off-center tripod. So that makes your core have to work harder for stability purposes. You got 5 more seconds. 2 and 1.
Woo. Hamstring central.
Alrighty.
All right, guys, so now we're going to be doing a combination of a bear plank shoulder tap with the lateral shoot through. So again, another highly functional full body exercise, lots of core work. Tabletop position. So notice how Rob's knees are 90 degrees bent, knees in line with his hips for the bear plank position.
Oh dear, I just fell over my enthusiasm.
Now we're going to add a couple more reps. So we're going to pyramid this up. So you start with 2, then 4, then 6. And then for lateral shoot through, so you're fully extending that bottom leg. If you need to modify the shoot through and you're just learning the movement, you can rest your foot on the ground as you extend it.
I'll do that next.
And then we'll have Rob demonstrate that in a second. So we have 6 shoulder taps now. So notice how Rob's hips are nice and stable. He's keeping hips parallel. And there's the modification. So you're still fully extending that leg out. You're just resting it on the ground a little bit until you get a little bit stronger and you can keep that foot off the ground. And then we're almost done. Perfect. All right.
All right, so Dee's gonna do a little traveling here. We're going to do a low plank army crawl. We're gonna add some hip dips into this sucker, because why not? So, depending on how much space you have, 2 hip dips, crawl twice, hip dip, march, march, hip dip, hip dip. So however far you have, do that. You don't have to go crazy far, because the exciting news is you can go backwards, which makes it even more enjoyable. But be careful with, if you're going backwards, you still want to keep your legs as relatively straight as possible. You're really pushing off with your forearms to move you backwards. So just be mindful of that. You don't want those knees bending too much as we move. There we go, 5 more seconds. If the backwards is too much, you can go all the way forward in one direction, turn yourself around and go forward, back in the other direction, or just hold low plank and just do hip dips.
Oh God, I get to go again.
Oh
How
yeah,
did
we're
that
at the
work
top.
out?
Oh my gosh, this is exciting. So right back to the top, we're doing the squat, jump, sprawl pyramid. Oh man, should have ordered a drink. All right.
Now, if the jump squats are not for you guys, you can just do stationary squat instead.
Yep.
Keeping your feet planted on the ground.
And demonstrate that step up for the sprawl. So walk it forward, walk it back for the sprawl instead. And also too, I mean, you can always play with this. If the pyramid is too much, just go 1 and 1, or just stick with 2 and 2, and that's it. Don't worry about adding more if your form can handle more, because once your form goes, your results go. So watch your form, listen to your body, and challenge yourself accordingly. 2 more seconds.
Woo. All right, back to those blast of push-ups, guys. So remember, once you're starting to fatigue, you're dropping down onto your knees for the push-up part, but still working on that full mobility, sitting all the way back into your heels in between the push-ups. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Keeping those abs super tight throughout. So now you're warm. The advantage of the second lap is you're familiar with the movement. So really slow it down. Resistance training, especially bodyweight stuff, becomes way more effective. You slow it down and engage that muscle rather than using momentum to help you fly through those reps. It's always about quality, not quantity. Quality is what's gonna get you results, and we're always talking about it like a broken record, but that's just because we can't stress enough how important that is. Right, Rob?
Yeah.
5 seconds, guys. Nice deep breaths. You got this. Keep breathing. Done and done. We're moving on. Hamstring walks.
Just to build on what Dee was saying, oftentimes when we get tired, we start going faster, thinking that's going to make the time go by faster, and it's not. And all you've done then is thrown your form out the window. Take your time. Going faster does not make the time go faster. It's not science. Hollywood's been lying to you. So just bask in the joy of what you're doing and realizing how much stronger you're getting by focusing on that form rather than speed. 15 seconds, still driving those elbows and shoulders into the ground, driving that heel into the ground, keeping that butt up. If the march becomes too much or the straight leg becomes too much, just do the hamstring walk instead, back and forth, tiny steps.
Woo. All right, bear plank, shoulder tap, lateral straight through combo, guys. Okay, so again, I'm gonna pyramid this up. Take your time, break those movements down, especially if you haven't done them before. Focus on the form, go a little bit slower. You can always repeat this workout later on as your form gets stronger, and then push the pace a little bit more, feeling more confident with the quality of your movement. Nice deep breaths. Good. We got 20 seconds to go, guys. Nice and stable. So really stabilize through the hips as you're tapping those shoulders. Trying to minimize how much you're rocking your hips and your pelvis. Nice. 8 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right.
It's only lap 2.
It is only lap 2.
Holy mother of pearl. All right, so remember, if the march is too much, stay stationary. Just do hip dips. If you have space, 2 crawls, trying to keep those legs relatively straight. 2 crawls. Notice Dee is not collapsing through her feet. Her heels are still staying relatively upright. She's focusing on twisting through her hips, not her feet. Common mistake. All right, and then when you're going backwards, if you have the fitness and your form can handle it, drive yourself backwards with your forearms. Keep those legs straight. Otherwise, turn yourself around and go forward again. 10 seconds. That's it. Hips up, squeezing your butt and your abs. All right, lap number 3. Halfway there. Dee's going again. Couldn't be happier.
Now remember, guys, we're just going through it without rest. However, if you feel you need rest, you can pause it for a minute, maybe 2, ideally no longer. Catch your breath, get some water, recover, and then get back right into it.
Exactly. Listen to that body. There you go. So remember, still landing flat on the feet. Chest is up, exploding from the ground. When you're doing those sprawls, you don't want your hips to be collapsing. Maybe you can demonstrate the sprawl from the side for a second. Do that sprawl. You notice these hips are up the whole time. She's not collapsing and letting her hips sweep down, putting pressure on her low back. So be mindful of that. As you shoot those legs back, squeeze your abs in your butt to keep those hips up.
Woo.
All right.
Whew.
Is it me?
It's you.
God.
Now it's you. Blast of push-ups. Okay.
I don't think I got enough rest.
Are you kidding me? All right. Now, you want to make this a little harder?
No, we don't. We're good.
No, we want to make it a bit harder.
No, we're fine.
Do your push-up with your one leg up. And we'll have Rob demonstrate that. That's it. So you're raising your leg up. You're firing up that glute on that side. Nice, slow, controlled. Beautiful. See? Much better that way. 20 seconds to go. Remember, if you're fatiguing, you can do your knee push-ups instead. Just listen to your body, modify where you need to. Only you know your own limits. We can be here and coach you on the form, but we can't feel what you feel. So Make sure you always pay attention to what's happening in your body when you do any form of exercise. Good, done.
Yeah. Nothing in the low back unless we tell you, and nothing in the joints. You should never feel stuff in the shoulders, the elbows, the knees. If that's the case, check your form. Something's gone kilter. Here we go. Hips up nice and high. And you can probably slow down that leg lift.
I probably could.
There we go.
I'm not sure if I want to.
It's not about your needs, it's about my needs.
Yeah, I know. Second I
Nice
modified
and
that push-up
slow.
for you. I knew I'm gonna pay for it.
All the way back. So just lift that.
Oh, here we go. He's so mean. So mean. Now, if you have a workout buddy, this is a great workout to do with your partner.
Yeah.
Challenge each other. You could do it side by side.
One person can be holding low squat, holding the legs, playing with the legs. So there's ways of doing it. We're going to be doing more partner-based stuff. So stay tuned for that. We're very excited about that.
All right, Rob. Less talking. We're doing bear plank, shoulder tap, lateral shoot through combo. Nice. And then 4. So we're adding 2 reps. Nice and stable, slow control. Pause that shoulder tap. Really work your core. Nice. Beautiful. Deep breaths. Perfect. We're almost done that 3rd lap, guys. 2/3 into it. And then we have a really fun finisher at the very end. Nice. 12 seconds to go. Perfect. I believe we're at 6 now.
5, 6.
Beautiful. 8 taps. And again, you go at your own pace. Good job. All right. Plank.
So really be aware of your form with planks. It's really easy to start lifting your butt up in the air, pushing weight into your toes. You don't want that. You want to make sure you're constantly squeezing your abs and your butt. Nice flat back. Remember, tiny little steps with the forearms and the toes, pushing off the forearms as you go backwards, trying to keep those legs nice and straight, not collapsing through the heels. When you really feel your heels wanting to flip over, your feet wanting to flip over, that's your range of motion. You don't, but your hips right now might be tight. You might not be able to get the same mobility as Dee has. That's okay, work within your limits. Don't try to mimic exactly the range of motion that we're doing. Find yours before your form goes, stick with that, and then start to work accordingly.
All right, guys.
Last lap.
Last lap. Again, if you need a minute or 2 minutes rest, pause, come back. Make sure you come back today, not tomorrow.
Exactly. So really watch your form here. It's going to be easy as we fatigue doing squats in particular. We start looking more and more to the ground instead of looking straight ahead, which means we're dropping our chest, which means we're not dropping the butt, which is what we want. Also, if you feel like you don't have a lot of hip mobility to get into squats, play around with your stance. Maybe your natural gait is you need to have your feet a little bit wider with your toes pointed in a little bit more. Maybe that'll allow you to get a little bit lower in your squat. Not everyone's squat is going to be the same. We all have different hips. 5 more seconds.
Holy camoli. Woo! Oh, quads on fire. All right, blasted push-ups. Remember, this is the last lap, guys. Last time through. Now, if you're advanced and if you're looking for even more challenge, you got more time, don't look at me. I'm just suggesting that you guys add another set of this delightfulness. Make it 5 or 6 instead of 4. Obviously, that will bring in a little bit more cardio along the way as well.
Or you can keep the same rest time, but make it a minute. So 1 minute on, 15 seconds of rest.
Nice.
Is another delightful.
Whew. All right, team. So close. 15 seconds to go. Last few reps. Okay, remember, if your form starts to go on the push-ups, drop down onto your knees. And we got 5 seconds, just working strong, couple more reps all the way to the end. Done and done.
Oh. All right.
Less than 3 minutes left. Well, not really because there's a finisher, but
Where's the finisher?
less than 5 minutes.
3 exercises left. All right, here we go. Small steps. Really squeeze that butt. Fight to keep those hips up. Remember, really go slow on the way down. Don't let gravity steal your fun. There you go. Nice and control. We're coming up on our last 20 seconds. Almost there. Last 10 seconds. Remember, nice small steps, walking on the heels. Heels, elbows into the floor. Keep those hips up. 3, 2, 1.
Woo. Oh, absolutely love this exercise. We tend to neglect our hamstrings quite a bit. This is a really great way to isolate that muscle and really work on getting it fired up. All right, here we go. Bear plank, shoulder tap, lateral shoot through combination. Okay, if you're starting to fatigue, slow it down. Rest that foot on the floor for the shoot through. Nice deep breath. Stay strong. Positive thoughts, guys, here. As we get a little bit tired, we start to kind of want to take shortcuts. So mindset is where it always starts. You're already here. You're doing it. You're doing amazing. Let's go for a nice, strong finish. That's it. Last 12 seconds. Nice deep breaths, guys. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, done.
All right. Last exercise of the workout before the finisher. So nice deep breaths. Clear your mind. Focus on that form. That's it. Nice and control. Remember, your hip mobility is going to be different, so whatever, as far as you can go without compromising your form. That's where we want you. Take nice little steps. 15 seconds. Nice flat back. Squeezing the abs and the butt. Pretty much every muscle in your body should be firing right now when you do a plank. Sometimes referred to as total body tension. 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
All right, so in about 15 seconds, we're gonna do a 2-minute partner finisher. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an inchworm shoulder taps.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a jump squat.
Oh yeah, and a jump squat at
That's
the end.
right.
Holy mother
We'll
of
start
pearl.
with a jump squat or a regular stationary squat, especially if you have knee, back problems.
Yeah.
So one either stationary squat or jump squat, and then you want to walk it out. Okay. You're gonna tap your partner's shoulder, hips are nice and stable, and then you walk it back in. Jump squat. Walk it out. Back is straight, abs are tight. Take your time, gentle tap. Make sure you're not rocking through the hips. Nice. Soft landing on that squat. Good. Beautiful. Nice deep breaths. Just keep breathing, guys. Good job.
Now, depending on the fitness level of your partner, you can make this 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever you'd like to really challenge yourselves.
Nice. So make sure it's hip hinge as you're hinging for that inchworm here. Now if you want to make it harder, pause, hold that shoulder tap. Challenge your partner when you're halfway through, guys. We've got 1 more minute to go. Up, nice and soft. Now if you're starting to fatigue, feel free to drop down onto your knees for the shoulder tabs. Just keep your back neutral, abs tight, and then pop back up onto your toes right after. We've got 45 seconds to go. Last little push here. The great thing about doing this with the partner is that you challenge each other, motivate each other, play off each other's energy.
sweat.
You know it's effective. Last 2 reps here. Nice strong finish. Form, form, form. Here we go. Accelerate. Push through. Sit. Control those shoulder taps.
All right.
Woo! Awesome job. High five.
Hi.
Wicked, guys. Walk it off, get some water. Gonna do a little bit of a stretch. You always want to cool off and stretch after your workout. Loosen up those muscles. Flexibility is crucial if you're looking for results, so you can continue learning new moves with proper form.
Exactly.
So let's get down onto left knee, right foot forward. Now gently tuck your tailbone under, pushing that left hip flexor forward, feeling the stretch right through here. Interchange your fingers behind you. That's stretch that chest. We did a lot of push-ups today. Well, Rob did a lot of push-ups today. You guys did a lot of push-ups today. Nice deep breath. Now both hands on the inside of that right foot. You're going to turn towards your front knee. Extend that right arm towards the sky. You're rotating around your spine. So it's a great mobility stretch for your thoracic spine here. Focus on opening up through the chest. Now bring it down. For a pigeon pose, you're going to cross that right leg in front and come down as low as you feel comfortable. If you want to go deeper, just drop your chest down. Nice deep breath. Pop back up. Out of sight. So left foot forward, tucking that hip, tailbone under, pushing that hip gently. And now let's stretch your shoulder here. So bring the right arm across, gently pull it in towards the chest. Deep breath. So as you can see, as always, guys, body weight, a little bit of space, under 30 minutes. You really don't need a lot of time, equipment, fancy gym to get a wicked workout. Let's get down for that thoracic mobility stretch. Beautiful. Bring it down for a pigeon pose, stretching that left glute.
When you make it that simple, where you don't need a lot of space and you don't need a lot of time, you start eliminating the excuses, which is massive. We make these excuses that feel like they're immovable objects, when in fact they're just self-created in our head. So make it easy for you to do it.
All right, hands and knees, guys, into a cat stretch. Round your back, pull that belly button in towards the spine. Drop your head down. And now slowly find a neutral spine. You're going to shift the weight back onto your feet. Keep your upper body nice and relaxed. Shake off your arms, start rolling up one vertebra at a time, slow, controlled. Finish with nice big shoulder roll. And we're going to finish this off with the quad stretch. We did quite a bit of jump squats. So find your balance. If you need help with balance, just if you have a wall, chair, anything to hold on to. Now you're going to grab your toes, pull your knees together, squeeze your heel towards the bum, feeling the stretch in your front thigh. Nice. So that was so much fun.
Absolute delight.
As always, switch sides. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you check our YouTube channel for more 30-minute workouts.
Like, share,
It's a whole
subscribe.
series. Instagram account for even more content and creative workouts. We love to see more of you. Comment with your feedback on how you enjoyed them as well.
Yeah.
We love to hear from you guys.
And check out our app. We got lots of great workout programs that you can really use to step up your game.
That's right.
So,
Till next time, guys.
thanks for the hangout.